Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day and a Merry Christmas, of course. I hope you guys had an amazing Christmas and happy holidays, and also happy New Year's, because New Year's is coming up soon. So in honor of starting the new year, as you guys know, every single year I do a best of that year. So this year is best of 2019. So I have a bin right here behind me with a bunch of products that I considered are the best products of 2019, stuff that I used all year long, that I discovered this year or rediscovered, or really just used a lot this year. So you know, I always go back through my old videos from the beginning of the year to see what I was using then, and then of course I pull out things from my routine now, and really just everything I've been loving this year and put it all into one video. So get ready, get some snacks, get some tea or coffee or something, because we're gonna be here for a while. You guys know these videos always take a while since there's a lot to talk about, since it's not just like monthly favorites or current favorites, it's like a whole year of favorites. So we have a lot to talk about today. So if you want to see all the products I absolutely loved throughout 2019, just keep on watching. Alright, so let's get started. I'm gonna go through like kind of my face routine of how I usually apply my makeup. I'm going to start off with some skincare. So the first product I want to talk about is the Aztec Indian Healing Clay Mask. I did a video on this year and you guys absolutely loved it. It's one of the most popular videos here on my channel, and this mask was such an amazing purchase. It worked so well. It's a great mask at just detoxifying your skin and really helping you with those breakouts. I do find that this mask breaks me out a little bit when I start using it, but then as you kind of use it more, it does really help, and my skin has gotten so much better just by using this. So one of the most powerful masks I've ever tried. It's really amazing. And the next skincare product is also a mask actually, and that is the Project E Beauty Photon Mask. And this is what this looks like right here. So again, you wear this, it has a neck attachment too. You wear this and you basically turn on the light. So it's a photon mask, so this is going to use like light to basically help the health of your skin, and it does a really good job. Actually, it has different settings on here. I like using the red light for scarring, and you can turn up the energy on it, and it has a timer. And then I also like using the blue light for helping with bacteria and help getting rid of acne. So I use those that blue and red light combination a lot, and it's helped my skin out so much. This is just great because I'll wear it for like 15 minutes a night every like 2 to 3 days, and it's really helped with the improvement in my skin. There's a lot of different settings on here that you can play with and kind of target different trouble areas of your skin, and I really like it because it's not too harsh, and it's just a really easy thing to do during the day. And it's just kind of like you wear it for 15 minutes and it's a moment of relaxation. You just kind of sit there doing nothing, and it's kind of nice to wind down like that. Alright, so now let's actually get into some makeup. Alright, so let's start off with primers. I have this Milani Prime Protect SPF 30 face primer. Now this one I discovered in the summer, and let me tell you, one of the best summer face primers I've ever tried. Amazing because it has SPF in there. It's really going to help out your skin in the summer. I loved using it kind of like as a moisturizer too. Of course, I'd apply my regular moisturizer, but adding this on top was a nice step. It protected my skin. It made my skin really moisturized and soft and luminous, and makeup also applied really well over this. So definitely one of my favorite products I've discovered, and I am going to Mexico pretty soon, so this is definitely going to be coming with me. Next, I have this Wet n Wild Water Drop Primer, and this one's also great in the summer or even in the winter if your skin just needs a bit of a refresher. Really nice, and the formula is like a cream to water formula. So as you can see, it comes out like this green color, and then as you blend it out, it legit like turns to a water formula. So very hydrating on the skin. If your skin's looking a little dull that day, you apply this and it looks instantly hydrated. It does have, the only thing I would say about it is it does have a very strong like cucumber scent to it, kind of like florally and watermelony. If you're not into that, then just keep that in mind with this primer, but the formula itself is really nice, blends into the skin really smoothly, and just creates a really nice base for you. Next primer I have is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and if you haven't seen my video of this, I did a whole video comparing this one to the Tatcha Silk Canvas. This one compared to the Tatcha, they're so similar that I wore them for a full day like side to side, and I asked my family and stuff to take a look at my skin. I looked and did check-ins and stuff, and one, they're basically the same product, but this one is like 10 times cheaper. So this is a great primer. I really do like it. If you're into like kind of these pore filling canvas type primers that will really just create a smooth base for your makeup, this is something you might like. It really smooths out your skin. It's not like that oily type silicone primer that fills in your pores. I know a lot of people want pore filling and smoothing out primers without the ones that are silicone based, and this one's not like that at all. It has a really smooth creamy texture to it, so I love this one. Makes my makeup last a really long time, makes it look really smooth, everything like that. One of the best primers at the drugstore for sure. And the other primer I discovered this year would be the Wet n Wild Mega Jelly Face Primer, and oh my goodness, is this stuff amazing. So this one right here, I was kind of skeptical when I started using these jelly products because I'm like, okay, like jelly makeup, like that's kind of weird, but let me tell you, this primer is so good. So it is a little bit hard to grab, but you kind of just have to get in there, and it is like a very watery formula. But when you blend this out on the skin, it kind of creates a tacky base, so your makeup's going to sit really nicely onto it, and it's actually going to make your makeup last longer because it does kind of adhere to the skin really nicely. It makeup applies so smooth on top. My foundation and face products go really nicely on with it, and I do really like it. It prolongs my makeup, fills lines and stuff in, and just makes everything look super smooth. So this one's another great one. Alright, and let's also talk about setting sprays right now, actually, just because I do use setting sprays kind of before and after my makeup. So this one is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Cucumber 3-in-1 Primer Water, and I love using this before I apply my makeup and also after. It's a great primer if you don't like an actual primer and you want more of a spray form. This is perfect because it will just hydrate your skin and kind of, you know, refresh everything before you go in with makeup. It's also great after. If your makeup's looking a little bit powdery, this will take that cakiness down and kind of set everything and make everything melt into each other really nicely. And I will say that this one doesn't have as potent of a smell as the water drop primer. This one's a little more subtle, and the mist on it is also one of the best misters I've ever tried from the drugstore. So love this one. Next, I do want to show you guys my favorite all-time favorite setting spray, like not just for the year, like out of every setting spray I've tried, this has to be my favorite, and I'm actually all out of it. I did throw this out, but then I kept it around because I remembered I was filming this video. So this is the Milani Make It Last Matte Charcoal Setting Spray. Now, I love the Milani setting sprays regardless. Like, I love their original Make It Last. I love their dewy one too. If I want a really dewy makeup look, that's the one I go to. But when I discovered this matte charcoal one, everything changed. Like, this was a game changer for me. Like, this makes your makeup stick in place all day long. It really prolongs the wear of your makeup and also how it looks. Like, your makeup could be looking real cakey and powdery, and you apply this, and even though it's a matte setting spray, it does melt everything in, but also make sure you don't get oily throughout the day either. So I love this so much. I wore this on my grad night and my makeup lasted from day to night, and I always make sure to use this on an everyday basis so my makeup looks nice, but also when I want it to last like all night long, this is the one I'll go to. Alright, so let's talk foundations. I do have a few. I feel like in past years I go through like a lot more, but this year I kind of kept to what I liked, if that makes sense. So first one is this L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation, and oh my gosh guys, this is definitely one of the best foundations I've ever tried. It's so light on the skin, like it doesn't feel heavy on the skin, it doesn't clog your pores, nothing like that, but it looks so beautiful on, and it gives you great coverage, which is awesome because it doesn't feel too heavy, but it also gives you great coverage. And this stuff lasts so long, so it does say it's a 24-hour wear. I don't think I've worn it for exactly 24 hours. I think I've gone close to like the 20 mark though, and my makeup still looked pretty good. Like, it just goes on the skin so nice, blends out beautifully with a brush or sponge. Just all in all, an amazing formula on this one right here. And then I've also really been loving the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. Again, this is one that wears a really long time, looks really light on the skin, doesn't look cakey or anything like that. The only thing I will say about this one is it does kind of oxidize, so it was okay for me when I was a little bit more tan, but now since I'm starting to lose my tan and I'm looking pale as a ghost, this one does oxidize a little too much on me. So sometimes I'll mix the L'Oreal one with this, or I'll wear this like super light layer and apply a lighter concealer to make it work. But beautiful formula on this one as well. I did do a wear test with this one. If you want to see it, I'll link all my review videos for any of these products down below. But great foundation right here, really amazing formula. All right, next we have my favorite concealer that not only I discovered this year, but This is like the best concealer I have ever used. Like, oh my gosh, is this thing great. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. This is actually all I'm wearing on my skin today. I'm not wearing any foundation. I'm just wearing this concealer, and it gives such great coverage, looks great on the skin, and you can really use this as your kind of full coverage concealer all over the skin, or you can just use it to conceal like under the eyes or any spots or anything like that. You do get more in this product than you do a regular concealer, which I think is awesome because you won't go through it as fast. The applicator on here is also massive, so you can really just get all over your face super easily, and the formula on this is a little bit thicker, I will say that, because it does give you great coverage, but it blends out really nicely. It wears impeccably. Like, this won't crease under your eyes if you're setting it, or it won't crease as much as other concealers, so I really love that about it. Great coverage, great formula, wears really nicely. Nothing more I can say about this. It's just the best concealer I've ever tried. Let's talk about some powders. So we have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. This one is really nice, I find, on lighter makeup days. If you're not wearing as heavy of a foundation and you don't need as much setting powder, this is really nice because it blends onto the skin nicely. It has a very finely milled formula, so it'll look really nice under the eyes. And this shade right here has a bit of a yellow tone to it, so it will give you a bit of extra coverage as well when you're wearing it. That's what I love about it. You get a lot of product, wears really nicely, really smooths out your skin and makes everything look really flawless, so I do like this one a lot. And then I also have this Milani translucent light to medium powder, and oh my gosh, does this powder smooth out your skin. You apply this under your eyes, especially in combination with that L'Oreal concealer. I apply that concealer and I apply this powder, and everything just looks so smoothed out, like smooth canvas. Really brightens up the under eyes and anywhere you apply this, so I love this powder. Very finely milled again, like it's a very soft powder, so it won't look cakey on the skin or anything like that. It blends out with other makeup really nicely. Great to bake too. Both of those loose powders are great for baking or just setting your makeup normally with a loose brush. They work really nicely with a brush or sponge as well. And because I did just talk about all my face products, I'm gonna talk about a tool that I've been using this year that I discovered. This is the Wet n Wild sponge, and I know mine is dirty because I just used it to do my makeup today, but this is a really great sponge. I find it really comparable to the original Beauty Blender or like the Real Techniques one, the L'Oreal sponge. Really great sponge, and it's just a few dollars from the drugstore, and one of the best sponges I've tried. I also really like the shape of it because it's flat right here, so I can go right under my eyes. Around here I can do all my face makeup, and then it has a pointy edge that you can also use. So really great sponge from Wet n Wild. Let's move on. I do not actually have like any bronzers or blushes this year. I don't really know why, but I do have some highlighters. So first one is the Wet n Wild Mega Jelly highlighter, and let me just say this is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this right here. Such a beautiful shade. If you guys want to see the whole video I did on the Wet n Wild jelly products, I'll link that down below, but this is an amazing product. Really nice if you want a cream highlighter that's going to set down as a powder, because then it's not going to shift throughout the day, but it's still going to give you that really luminous champagne look. Then we also have the loose powder one, and this one is a new one from them as well in the shade I'm So Lit. And this color, guys, oh my god, look at that, how much it like reflects. I'm gonna put a bit on because it's just so pretty. Look at this. Like, come on. It's so luminous and gorgeous. One of the best formulas of highlighters I've ever tried because it's so finely milled. It goes onto the skin so well. It doesn't emphasize texture. It doesn't look like too much on the skin or anything like that. It doesn't look gritty. It's a really beautiful formula from Wet n Wild. Now let's talk some eyeshadows because I have a lot of those to talk about. First ones are these Mega Jelly eyeshadows from Wet n Wild, and no shade in particular. They're just a really great formula. Again, they are that like liquidy formula, but then they do dry down as a powder, so then they're going to stay in place all day, and I like applying these ones with a brush. They're super metallic and pigmented, and I love the formula on them. Next, for liquid eyeshadows, I did also discover the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit eyeshadows. This one right here in the shade Camelback has been my favorite for creating cut creases. It's so perfect. Has such a light formula to it that other eyeshadows just go on top of it so well, and and it blends out into the eyeshadow look so nicely. And you guys have probably seen me use this in so many tutorials because it's definitely an essential for eye makeup looks for me now. And then we also have the shade Goldilocks, which I'm wearing right now with a bit of gold on top, but it's this beautiful emerald green, and nothing in particular about the shade. I mean, the shade is really pretty, but more the formula of these. So they have the matte ones, which I just showed you, but they also have these shimmers. These are really nice. These have more of an iridescent feel to them, so you can kind of apply something underneath and use that to shift the color of these, because they are a bit transparent, but they have a really nice glitter feel to them, and they blend to the eyeshadow really nicely. And I've been liking using cream or liquid eyeshadows more because I find they're a little bit more intense than just regular ones. So Wet n Wild came out with some really nice ones. And then probably the best product of the year would be right here. These are the Milani Hypnotic Lights liquid eyeshadows. These are the best eyeshadows I have ever tried. If you want to take any eye makeup look, even if it's like the simplest look of your life, and you add one of these, I'm telling you, people will stop you and ask you what you're wearing on your eyes, because they are just so gorgeous. I have a whole video showing all the shades and showing a demo of how I applied them, but you guys probably see me use these in so many tutorials. But they are basically the best shimmer eyeshadow I've ever tried. They have such a beautiful like duochrome to them that they just look so gorgeous. Like, look at that. Like, come on, if you have this on your eyes, people will definitely be asking you what is on your eyes, because they're just so gorgeous. My top favorite shades, I mean, this one in the shade 05 is really pretty, but I just don't use it as often. I love the shade 03. It's like a gorgeous purple. This is really nice to use over burgundies and stuff like that. I also have the shade 01, which is like a green, pink, gold. Really pretty as well. And then 04, which is like a pinky, like a pink shimmer with yellow and green in it throughout it. So it's really gorgeous. If you guys want to go see the video on that in more detail, I'll link it down below. I also want to mention these Milani palettes. They came out with the Gilded Rouge and the Gilded Noir palette, and these are amazing, guys. I love these so much. Great color selection here, great quality as usual with Milani. You know, you're always going to get that beautiful pigmented rich formula from them in both their mattes and shimmers. So I love these palettes right here. I think they're a great color selection, and you get some really gorgeous shimmers. Like, look at that in there. So pretty and great formula, and I have been using these palettes a lot lately. We also have the Norvina palette, and even though I just tried this out like at the end of the year, I still want to mention it. I feel like it's so iconic. Like, these shades in here are absolutely beautiful. I just posted a tutorial and review about this palette, so if you want to go see that, again, link down below. Everything will be linked down below. But I love this. These are definitely shades that are right up my alley. So gorgeous. Great quality in here, and this is just amazing. Definitely one of the best palettes of the year. And obviously, I have to mention the best mascara I've ever tried, and this would be the L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar X Fiber. I've gone through like 5 of these this year, and I love it so much. I use it every single day. I've kind of stopped using false lashes because of it, just because it makes my lashes look so nice and long and voluminous without making them look clumpy or like that kind of spidery look or anything like that. And I do like that it has both step 1 and step 2. Step 1 is really great for lengthening your lashes, and then step 2 will really build that volume. So even if I'm wearing falsies that day, I'll just use step 1. I'll use step 1 on my lower lashes to just add a little bit of mascara, and then step 2 I'll use on my top to really add that volume. So this is the best mascara I've ever tried. Had to share with you guys. Alright, let's talk lipsticks, because I love lipsticks and I have to share with you guys some of these formulas. Let's talk liquid lipsticks first. I want to talk about the Stila All Day, Stay All Day liquid lipstick. This has been one of my favorite formulas and shades this year. This is in the shade Caramello. I've definitely used it all year long. It was my go-to shade. I used it almost every single day, and I am wearing it today as well. So had to mention that. And I'll share with you guys like my quick lip combo for the year. This is probably my most used lip situation. I would always wear Coffee Bean from Rimmel underneath to line my lips. I'd go over with Caramello from Stila, and then to top it all off, I would use this Milani, what are these? Like, they're lip glosses in the shade Soft Rose, and this is the lip combo I'm wearing today, and this is what I'd use like all the time. So really great formulas right here. This Rimmel lip liner is really great. The Stila formula is amazing, and this lip gloss from Milani is so so nice. It has a little bit of that minty tingly feel to it. It doesn't feel too heavy on the lips. Your lips aren't gonna stick together or get gross feeling or anything like that. Really smooth formula and just feels like really high-end quality, even though it's from Milani. Speaking of lip glosses, I also discovered this Wet n Wild Zodiac lip gloss in the shade Libra, because I'm a Libra, and I'm gonna apply a bit of this on top so you guys can see it. It has like a really pretty glitter to it. As you can see, they're like a pink iridescence. I love using this if I kind of do a pink iridescence on the eyes. This pairs really nice with it. Again, a very smooth formula. Next, we have Essence, and they came out with their This Is Nude lipsticks. I have one in the shade 02. One of the best formulas I have tried this year so far. Essence really kills it with lipsticks, but I feel like this is an even better upgrade on their lipsticks. Really beautiful formula. You get great pigment and wear out of these. Alright, and now we just have some Milani products to end this video off with. So they came out with these satin matte liquid lipsticks this year, and oh my gosh, I thought I loved the Milani liquid lipsticks, like the ones right here, they're regular matte ones, and I do, don't get me wrong, I absolutely adore those, but these satin matte ones are just like even better. They are still a matte liquid lipstick transfer proof formula, but because they're that satin matte, they don't dry down completely, so they have a little bit more moisture in them. Again, super pigmented like their other ones, super lightweight formula that you can layer and work with and wear other products on top of as well, but they're going to keep your lips from drying out and you won't get any cracking or anything like that. So really amazing formula. I have these shades 02, which is a really nice cool tone, and then 08, which I've been actually wearing quite a bit, especially in these winter months, just because it's a little bit deeper. Really great formula on these liquid lipsticks. And last but not least, we have a regular lipstick from Milani, and these are the bold matte lipsticks. So they come in this black packaging as opposed to their regular gold packaging right there, and let me say I love the formula on these. Again, a really great quality lipstick. Like, you can definitely feel the quality in these. They are a matte lipstick, but they're very smooth on the lips. They don't apply too heavy. Just a really easy formula that you can glide on and work with, and I have mine in the shade I Am Smart, so really great formula right here. And guys, that is it. We have emptied out the basket of favorites, and I know that was a really long video. I had to talk about so much today, and now I have to go clean this all up because currently all the makeup is on my floor. But I hope you guys enjoyed this favorites video. I love doing these at the end of every year. I just like wrapping up the year by talking about the best makeup. So I hope you guys have an amazing new year, and hopefully 2020 is amazing for you, full of joy and happiness and health. And I'm so excited to see where 2020 takes me on my channel and in school and everything like that. If you guys want to let me know about any video suggestions you guys have, or what new videos that you want to see in 2020, let me know down below, and I'll definitely get to filming those as soon as I can for you all. But anyways, please subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to hit my notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload a new video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day or night whenever you're watching this, and of course, Happy New Year, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.